Do you know that your environment is stronger than your willpower? I'll say that again for emphasis. Your environment is actually stronger than your ability to resist. So, today, I'm going to be explaining the role of your environment in your success. And you're going to see where your environment has led you to and the limitations that your environment has placed upon your success in everything and anything you want to do. So what is the environment? To me, I would say that environment is what you see continuously, what you hear continuously, and also where you are currently located, or the cumulative summation of where you have actually been located. Those are the things that have or had constituted your environment. And I have a few things that you need to take note of. Do you know that it's not possible that a seed germinates without an enabling environment? It's not possible that a seed that you want to make into something that is fruitful, they put it under the sunlight without scanting it, and you expect that that seed will germinate. It's not possible. There is something called an enabling environment that guarantees that the seed will actually grow. There are the other things that is inside of you as a human that you want to bring forth. It is locked up within you, but you require an enabling environment for you to see the fruits of those things that are locked up within you. So environment plays a very, very significant role in the life of a man. How do you ensure that you are in the right environment? How do you ensure that what you're currently continuously giving your ear to, continuously giving your eyes to, where you're actually located, is going to guarantee your success? These are one of the things that I'm going to show you if you follow me till the end. I want you to pay very, very close attention. Now, there are very, very crucial impacts of environment in your life. Number one is that environment motivates you. Do you know that there are certain things that I've ever noticed that whenever you are done watching a movie, maybe you watched an action movie, you realize that after that movie, you are so motivated to start behaving like Jackie Chan. Like especially when you watch a movie there is a superhero, you want to become like a superhero. Like if you want to really fight as if you are like that actor that you found in the movie that was killing 1,000 enemy within few seconds. Whether it was feel prick, whether it was real, but you really feel motivated because you are just coming out of an environment. Have you ever found yourself in the seminar, and after that seminar you felt that you are ready to start that business? You are ready to take on that challenge. Those are the things that environments bring in the heart of a person. Environment motivates. Environment inspires. The second thing that environment does, that it inspires you to do certain things. For example, when you are in an environment where you see people doing certain things, it inspires you to do it also. Let's take, for example, you are in an environment where we see people studying. You are a student and you see someone studying hard for exam. You see the first person studying for exam, second person studying for exam, third person studying for exam. Everywhere you go to, you see people studying. There will be nobody that will tell you to go and study before you go study. The reason is because you don't want to be someone as the old one asks. So if you're in an environment that is catalyzing study, you actually will study. So environment motivates you to do something. Environment inspires. Then the third thing environment does is that it facilitates. So the environment you find yourself at the
are the places where you're going to get the information that will facilitate your growth. You're going to get the resources, maybe the people, the help that you need in order to get to the next level of your life. Environments. So if the environment that you are does not motivate you, it doesn't inspire you, it doesn't facilitate your progress, then you are in a very wrong environment. I remember, you can never be less excellent, or you can never be more excellent than your environment. Rather, you can never be more excellent than your environment. Where you focus your visual, your hearing, and the location you are determines how excellent you're going to be. Which means that you cannot rise above your environment. Think about this. The brain I grew up in a village, the highest they are say is a Toyota, maybe P2 car, or a Toyota, maybe B2 car, or let's say a Toyota Camry. That's the highest he has ever seen. Doesn't have the TV, it doesn't have electricity, and once who are maybe the king of their village got a Toyota Camry. That would be the highest imagination of the car that is possible to get in life, because that environment has cultured and limited the scope of his sight. The same thing that goes with anyone that gives himself to maybe social media, gives himself to sharing things that are specific in nature. You will not think beyond what you are hearing. Your environment limits your perception, it limits your imagination, it limits the things that you feel that will be possible. So what kind of environment has this submitted your life to? It's very important. So how do you set up your environments that will make it the environment that enables your success? How do you remember? Have you ever seen that there are certain things that you feel that these things are not you, but you end up doing them? Do you know that if you are not someone that drinks alcohol and you are rolling with people, you are in an environment whereby alcohol is the norm, you most likely will start drinking alcohol. You really did not have affinity towards drinking of alcohol, but your friends drink alcohol. Your neighbors drink alcohol. And the prevalent conversation around there is how they would go to the nearest beer parlor. Most likely you start curating that desire to taste what it means to drink alcohol. Let me tell you an important thing. There are certain thoughts that will not cross your mind depending on the kind of environment that you find yourself. For example, you wouldn't have cared about maybe homosexuality, or maybe something like LGBTQ, until you start subjecting your mind towards certain things. Yes, there are certain things that you do not have come across in your heart until you start seeing it on social media. For example, in Nigeria, we are so religious that there are certain things that are actually prohibited in our late democratization, which means that if not because of social media, we wouldn't have even known that these things existed in the first place. So certain positive things that you would have started thinking about, you wouldn't actually think about them until you start subjecting your thinking, subjecting your thinking through the gate of your eyes and the gate of your ears to those things. So think about it. What about the thing that you started doing that actually you didn't like that you're doing them? Where is the thoughts of those things coming from? Where are the thoughts of those things coming from? Many of those things come from the things that you subject your eyes and subject your ears to. So people don't think that there are good men out there. The reason is because they are giving their eyes to only things that talk negatively about men. So people don't think that there are good guys, women out there. The only reason why they think is because they only give their eyes and ears to those things that talk negatively about women. So people think that You can also see it even in Nigeria. The only reason is because the people that you are looking at, you are paying attention to, the people that constitute your environment are people that are always complaining about the hardship in the nation. Meanwhile, there are people that are crying here. They don't even know that something negative is happening in Nigeria. They don't even know that there's economical hardship. The desires of your hearts, many of them stem from the kind of environments that you find yourself, the kind of things that you subject your attention to. So how do you set up your environments that your environment will enable you to become successful? Number one thing is that I call it fumigation. Number one is fumigation. Now, fumigation is like you are taking away, you're sanitizing something. So what are you fumigating? You're actually fumigating, number one, your friends. Number one, people you are fumigating are your friends. And what are the factors by which you know the kind of friends that you should not roll with again? Like I said, you cannot remove your environments. The second thing is that you are not stronger than the environment. Your willpower is not stronger than your environment. Which means that positively, if you want to do certain things that are positive, and your willpower is saying that you cannot do it, if you have an enabling environment, you will do it. Let's say, for example, while I was in university, if exams are drawing near, if exams are drawing near, I know the set of people I start rolling with. Even if I want to sleep, my body was demanded for sleep. I will see certain people that are not sleeping, that are really intentionally. I wouldn't sleep. The reason is because the environment is encouraging reading. There are certain people that I'll be run away from because they are actually unserious. The second thing is that if I want to read, I go to the brilliant people around. Their discussions, the level of their understanding, the level of the way, the things that they say would spur me like, if this person can understand this at this level, what have I been doing with my time that I did not understand it? It stays click automatically away from my eyes. Not just the fear of the exam, not just fear of failure. It is actually the environment I subject myself with that will determine whether I will read or not. So, what kind of friends do you roll with? Number one, you evaluate your friend on number one, integrity. You see, I do one of the most important criteria that I used to choose the people that I allow into my life, the friends that I allow into my inner circle, is number one, their integrity. Their integrity. Are these people of their words? Is the moral compass of these people strong? And these people those who have truthfulness within their fabrics? You know, you're gonna see that other people that they will say one thing, and you go back next week and you got to see that what they said, they stood by it. You know, if you make friends with liars, you will not know when you start lying. If you make friends with those who cut corners, you will also start cutting corners. There's no way about this, because they will make it seem as if doing the right thing is a crime. I never see people who are saying that you only make money through ritual. That's anybody that wants to make money in this country, you can only do 419 or do ritual. There are people that say that there's no legal means by which you can make money and you make it well. That the only way that you can make money is through illegal means. You cannot work with those kind of friends and become normal. You will cut corners. Integrity. Are they people of integrity in their businesses? If they promise you excellence, do you get excellence? If they promise their customers a value, do the customer find that same value? This is one of the greatest factors I use to choose my friends, because I am a man of integrity, and the only way that I can sustain that level of integrity is for me to see those who are the brain of, even at the brain of when they are very, very, like they are down, and this integrity is something that is really difficult to uphold, they still continue with this. These are friends that you must hold on to. So if you find friends that are not having integrity of words, integrity of character, integrity of value system, you need to fumigate them out of your life. Entirely out of your life. Number 2 is that the friends that you currently have they led you to doing certain things that you regret doing? You know, there are friends that have pushed people to failure. There are friends that have said that, let us do passy. And the next thing that you landed into from that passy was into police station. There are friends that have pushed you to business that have landed you to trouble. There are friends that have told you, suggested ideas to you that went against what you believe as true morals and values. They suggested a lot of things to you. And you ended up in regret. You know, there are some friends that are like devils, that they will push you to do something and you will escape those things, but you will not escape. Those friends are not friends that you need to go roll with any longer. You know, I was watching a particular maybe skits, or it's not a skit. I was watching a video on TikTok, and that video was showing a particular guy that was high on overdose drugs like hard drugs, and the guy was rolling on the floor, hitting his body on the floor, and his parents were videoing him, and they were putting ice block on it, and they were beating him. I was like, these people were those who led this guy. What if this guy goes mentally deranged by doing this? What if this guy dies doing this? His friends are bled him, and these are the same friends that were videoing him, were taking footage of it, and they posted this. What are the things that you regret that son has? For example, some people have suggested certain things that told you that these are things that is working, and you end up pursuing it, and you realize that, for example, there are people that will tell you that all these money things that you are doing, you are looking for money. Or is that the only thing that life is made for? Some people you don't have this level of success, and what are you representing? No, some people use their own level of success to oppress you, and you know that this thing that you are doing is illegal. These are things that pushes you to do regrettable things. Who are those friends that pushes you and pushed you to do regrettable things, and they're still pushing you? You have to leave those people. You have to leave that zone. It's an important thing for you. The last is the people that, if you look at your friends and you look at them and you don't want to be like them, it is time for you to leave them. You look at the kind of friends that you roll with, and you don't want to be like them. Their lives are not reflecting what you want to look like. It means that those friends are not for you. These are no environments. Show me your friends, and I'll tell them who you are. It means that I can take in friends. I don't need to meet you. I only need to see the people that you are working with, and I will tell me exactly who you are. Breath of the same feathers, they flock together. It's not far-fetched. These proverbs are gotten from observations. You know, you may think that your friends are not influencing you. They are influencing you. Check your language. The things you say are the things that your friends usually say. Your language stems from the environment you find yourself, especially your friends. Your attitude, you will not know that you're changing. If you have 4 wise friends, you are the 5th person. You are the 5th wise person. If you have 4 foolish friends, you are the 5th foolish person. It is inevitable. The Bible says that can two agree? Can two work together if they don't agree? The only reason why you can work with that friend is because you agree on separate perspectives, on several grounds. So this person that you are working with, look at the life of that person. Does this person's life reflect who you want to become? If the person's life does not reflect who you want to become, you have to leave those people. You have to leave there. Remember, the first thing is integrity index. The second thing is that are those friends led you to doing something regrettable? The third thing for fumigation is the fumigation of friends whose life does not reflect, or whose life do not reflect what you want to become. It is very, very important. Go back and take a evaluation of your friends. You can't keep keeping those kind of friends at you and have a future. It's not possible. It is not possible. Your friends are the most integral part of your environment. Whether virtual, whether whether they are friends that you see every day, you interact with, they are your environment. You have to look at them and start fumigating them. The next thing that constitutes your environmental setup is the people that you want to look like. The people that you want to look like. You need to go and start joining yourself to people that you want to look like. I want to, like, one of the criteria to choosing the mentor is that in this particular area of your life that you want to grow, for example, you want to grow in business, it means that this person has gone ahead of you and this person is actually showing the results that you want to start exhibiting in your business. Yes, that's the reason why you need to go and join that to make person to mentor you. But generally speaking, you need to join yourself to the environments you want to look like. It is important. If you want to become a better footballer, go to places where they discuss the ball, they practice the ball. If you want to become a better speaker, go to places where they communicate well. You start faking like a better communicator by default. Because the communications, the field that we're talking about will be better communication. If you want to become more fit, you need to join communities where they talk about fitness a lot. It is a no-brainer. You want to know more about your business, you need to join the community where they talk about the business a lot. You need to be a contributor to it. Join community. Join places whereby they reflect what you want to become like. Pay for mentorship. Look for people that are already ahead of you. It's there are three ways you can become successful, and there are levels to these things. Number one is hard work. You can be successful through hard work, but it is immediate. Then the next level by which you can be successful, it is through smart work. So smart work gives you greater success factor or success results than hard work. But if you want to really become successful in life to the level of the ultra rich, then you now need network. Smart work gives you more than hard work, but network gives you more than smart work. Because in this life, it is who you know and who knows you that guarantees your success. Who do you know and who knows you too guarantees your success. But beyond who knows you, it is who you know. I don't know whether you're guessing what I'm saying. Beyond who knows you, it is who you know. There are 1001 people that knows the celebrities. That's you. We all celebrate. But this celebrity, it is who they know that matters. You can have influence that a lot of people know you, and the vast majority of people that know you are paupers. They don't put anything to your life. But who you know, who you have access to, who you can dial their number, matters a lot. It matters a lot. And how do you join yourself with people that can influence your life positively? How do you join yourself with people that have the network that can lift you up? Number one, you have to serve. You have to be willing to serve. You have to be willing to serve people. You have to be willing to volunteer your skill to serve for free. Every rich man, everyone that wants to become like have a need. You need to You shouldn't just wait for people to come and fix. Nobody has that time. Nobody that is ahead of you have time to be looking and picking you and say that I want to invest in me. They wouldn't do that. I'm telling you, they will not do that. You need to go fight. If some that want to come like is having a meeting that's what speaks away, why can't he volunteer to come his protocol? Why can't you volunteer to become his content or his copyright card? So and last one, you can use your skill to volunteer. That's how you get close to them. You need to volunteer. You need to look for the need of those people and start serving them. That's the way you join strategic network. You need to pay for mentorship. You want to become like someone and you have never paid for his mentorship before. You have never paid for his. You have never bought his book before. You are joking. What will be the, when you meet someone that you really want to become like, the reason why the person will listen to you is because you have a common ground. What will be your common ground? What will be your base of communication? One of the basis of communication is that I've read all your books, sir. I've really admired you from afar, but I don't know how I had to come close to you. I've told me to your PA and they have never given me all this. But today I've seen an opportunity. I've read all your books. It has inspired me. It has done this code. That is the reason why they will listen to you. So I want to start under you. I want to help you. These are my skills. That's the way they will listen to you. There's no way that you start thinking like this and you start joining yourself with people that are backward thinking. Because they're calling themselves your friends. You have to join yourself to people that want to become like. The last thing I want to discuss with you is that you have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. The people that want soft life eventually end up having hard life. The people that want to comfortable life without working for it eventually end up in uncomfortable life and they don't have a choice. You have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. There is no price without a price. There is no crown without a scar. There is no one that is successful without a measure of sacrifice. You have to be comfortable with the things that are rigorous. You want to become a brilliant communicator. You don't read books. It is not easy to read books for many people. Yes, you are flipping through pages after pages and paying after pages. Those are the things that set you apart. If it was comfortable, everybody will become successful. If it was easy, everybody will attain the results. If being a billionaire is everybody's status, they want to be special about being a billionaire. The reason why it is special is because it was not easily gotten. You have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. You have to subject yourself to the hard things. I'm not talking about just hard work. You have to be subject. There's nothing that is worthwhile that doesn't come with a measure of hard work. It doesn't work like that. You have to be comfortable. It is uncomfortable to be the dumbest person in a room. Yes, it is uncomfortable. But you have to be in a place whereby the people that surround you are more intelligent than you are. You can't be in a place whereby you are the most intelligent person in the room always. You are not moving forward. The reason is because by the time you surround yourself with people that are more intelligent than you are, eventually give yourself consistent direction with them for 6 months. You start leveling up to their intelligence level. That's the facts. That's the facts. These are things that helped me. I surrounded myself with people that are more intelligent. When they speak, I listen. When they talk, I listen. At the first instance, I fully contribute in those things that they say. But eventually, I started contributing. Now, when I talk, they listen. I put myself where I am not as intelligent. You don't subject yourself to people that you are so much, you are catered better than every time. No. You are not challenged. Your intelligence must be challenged. It's called mental sparring. The reason why you gain mental muscles is because you find people that challenge your intelligence, that challenge what you know. Why you speak, they break these reasons from angles that you never thought about before, and are forced to defend your standpoint. That's what makes you to become intellectually heavy, intellectually breaks. You don't stay in one place as the local champion and you are thinking that you are good. your intelligence capacity must be at the global level, which means that when you see yourself in a place continuously that you're the one that's bring it and you are not challenged, you need to step up, you need to lead an environment. That's what makes you to level up. That's it. I'm talking passionately. The read because I want you to understand how the environment contributes to your success. You have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. It's not comfortable for you to leave the comfort of your house to start working in an office space. Yes, but let me tell you something. If you know that being a remote worker and staying in the comfort of your house will make you less productive, leave that house and go to an office space. Go to a co-op space. Find people that will inspire you. Find people that inspire you. Pay for communities. Pay to join communities whereby master-like communities, whereby you'll be forced to break out something for your mind. They will ask the question and you'll be so enthusiastic. You please give me some time to think about it because they are not just conventional questions. I'm telling you, if you stay with common people, you only have common sets. The reason why your sense, your abilities, your perception becomes exclusive and premium is because you stay with premium people. Stay with premium people. Find them, they are around you. The next thing you need to do is to devote yourself to reading of books. The reason because people are good, they are 30 years experience in books. And they are compressed certain things that they learned in a book. And you're reading it, you are getting it, you are extracting those jewels of information and intelligence, experience from it. It means that you are subjecting yourself with to a higher environment. That's a fact. When you read, you are in the environment of the reader, not your environment. When you read books of people that are successful, what happens is that it takes you away from your environment, your non-environment, their environment. It means that there's a possibility whereby you can be in Nigeria, but your thought pattern is not Nigeria. You can be in Ogomosho, and your thought pattern is United States great thought pattern. I'm telling you, traveling is part of exposure, and if it cannot travel to certain places, you need to start studying and reading at that level so that you'll be able to understand the thought pattern, the thinking pattern that is harder than your thinking pattern. That's it that makes you become better and successful. I hope you have learned something. It is important. Make it of these things I've told you. Your environment is what determines your success. You can never be higher than the environment. Your environment is not necessarily your location. It is things that you subject your ears to continuously. If you subject yourself and your ears to listening to things that almost hurt you, once, you will not live in abundance. If you put your eyes to only things that are corrupt, the things that will corrupt your soul, that will give you the perspective that this place is dry land, you will never ever find abundance in that place. Which means that your location can be different, but your environment, the thing that you subject your perception to, is much higher than your location. And eventually, when your perception, your thinking pattern becomes higher than your location, your location will catch up with it, because eventually you will change location. That's a fact. Change your environment and your life will change drastically. See you on the next video. Thank you for joining me today.